Lewis, it's been a couple of days since you've been to Chelsea. I know you weren't at the Wolves game, you weren't at the Madrid game.
Should have been a couple more. Tired of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, we've just lost 2-1 to Brighton. Out of all the teams, Brighton's the one you want to pick up points again, isn't it? Especially with Graham Parr, all these things that have happened throughout the season. You'd think that with the amount of money we've spent on Brighton staff and players, we'd be ahead of them, but it's the opposite way around.
Same shit, different team, innit? It's the same thing. We go in with a weird-ass formation. We played like we were just trying to protect and rest players for the Real Madrid game. We set up in that way, and as soon as you see the lineup, you know we're going to lose. Like, back four, again, even though we knew it didn't work against Wolves, even though we were kind of better against Real Madrid with a back five, we've been better with a back five, but we still went back to a four again. Don't understand it, but whatever. I'm not going to act like we played like we wanted to win the game. We didn't set up like we wanted to win the game. It's just shit. It's just shit. Like I've tried to advocate for this vibes stuff and everything. Oh, Lampard's back. Everything's going to be better. No, it's not. I'm trying to act like I don't care about this shit because it's the same crap every week and that I'm numb to it. I'm not numb to it. This shit is fucking draining every single time I pull myself out. All of us do to come and watch this crap every week. Feel worse for you. You're the one that went to Wolves. You're the one that went to Madrid. At least I took a couple days off. You've had to watch this shit game in, game out all season. You've been to more games than I've been. It's just shit all round. System was poor. Like when you set up like that, you're asking to lose. We got dominated at home by Brighton. I think possession was like 70% or something like that. They had about 20, 25 shots to our 4 or 5. Like, seriously, how fucking bad does it have to get? Because we say this every week, and then we manage to find a new low. We've got Real Madrid next, whatever. Then we've got Brentford. Then we've got Arsenal. Thank the Lord that United game got moved. But we still got to go and have that game. Still not on 40 points. Just don't even think we will get to 40 points at this rate. And we're now 8 points behind the drop. I went from thinking we're not going to get relegated to thinking, well, when are we going to fucking win? Because Bournemouth have just gone and they've beaten, Tottenham. Forest will get a result here or there. We have to face Forest and we have to face Bournemouth towards the end of the season. And we're looking at that as relegation 6 pointers now. This is where we are. Lampard, Potter, it doesn't change anything. Like, the one thing I will say is it wouldn't have made a difference if Potter was in charge. We still would have lost.
I can say one thing, though. When Graham was manager, we were having a lot of shots. We didn't even have that today.
But even then, like, we wouldn't have finished. Like, if we have chances, we don't finish them. If we don't make chances, we just make more pressure for ourselves. We never really put ourselves in a position to think that we could win or that we could win convincingly. So it's like with Potter, the only thing I could say is maybe we'd make more chances. The game management wouldn't be any good, though. The setup would be debatable. There'd always be 2 or 3 players that were thinking, why are these guys still in the lineup? So it wouldn't have changed anything. I'm still as confused with Lampard's setup. I'm still as confused with some of the players that he put in. Why didn't we play a back five? What made us think... I don't know why you thought Enzo, Zakaria and Gallagher was going to work, but that just makes it sound like you didn't really want to play with your strongest 11. And if we're going to say, yeah, we were just resting for Real Madrid, fair enough, but like we're not going to go through. So what's the point? We're going to delude ourselves into thinking that we're going to score 3 goals against Real Madrid? We've had our first goal in 5 games today. It's our 30th league goal in the season. This is statistically the worst Chelsea attack in 99 years. 99 years, no team has scored as less goals in the league as we have at this point in the season. So why are we going to pretend that we're going to win that game? We're not going to do that.
There's nothing else to play for, so you have to put your eggs in that Champions League basket.
But we're looking like we're about to drag ourselves into a relegation dogfight, though. Like, we should be just taking this a game at a time. If we played our strongest 11 against Brighton, we maybe get a result in that game, and then we lose to Real Madrid. I'm not going to think, why did you play your strongest 11 against Brighton? I'm going to think, fair play, you fucking beat Brighton. We're shit. I don't even expect that. But at least play to the occasion. Play for the moment. Don't play with the next game in mind. That's what I don't understand. But like, I'm not going to act like Lampard was going to have all the answers to our problems. I just thought things would be a little bit better. But it wasn't. We got dominated by Brighton. Kepa is the only reason why we didn't lose 4 or 5-1. Fair play to him. Mudryk, I guess, he had a lot of space on the left-hand side, did really well with it. Fofana at times. That's it. Like, we played with Sterling in the middle, like he's going to hold up anything. Like, and then we spend the whole time trying to spam crosses into the box. To who? And then we're trying to make rotations. We bring in Mason Mount, who's out of favour in terms of the board and the up above. But we still can't bring on Aubameyang. We still can't bring on an actual striker when we're trying to feed the ball into the box and nobody's in the middle. Like, what the fuck? How does that make sense? And then we're getting battered, and then you take Fofana off, you take Enzo off. Like, it's so fucking baffling. What were we trying to do in this game? At 1-0, at 1-1, at 2-1. What was the game plan? Were we even trying to win the game? Because it doesn't look like it. And if they're not bothered, like, why the fuck are we meant to be bothered as fans?
Well, I suppose Brighton have a lot more to play for in the league than we do. They're pushing for Champions League. I mean, it's crazy how things can change in a season. I'm looking at Roberto De Zerbi on the sideline. He's screaming at players when they're 2-1 up. He's really having a go. He's having a go at staff.
Because they should have been up by more goals. It should have been 3-4-1. Welbeck missed an open goal. There are plenty of chances where they got the ball into the box in the first half, and some worldy Kepa saves was the only difference.
But the only thing I find strange with Lampard is he is trying to get the players going. They're just not responding. It's not like with Potter when there was nothing on either side.
How is he when he's playing a 4 at the back setup? Like, we all know that's not working.
But regardless, nothing's worked. A bit of energy,
a bit of been better than a
no, of course, but I'm just talking about energy. That was the one thing we expected with Lampard that we didn't get with Potter, and I'm still not seeing it.
I think that's more the players that you had on the pitch. Like, Enzo was poor, just spamming long balls for the sake of it. Zakari and Chalobah were just two ghosts on the right-hand side. Sterling crap. The Pulisic crap. I don't even know what he was trying to do. He was pulling out of 50-50s all game. Sterling in the middle, though, I know he weren't going to do anything. That's a physical Brighton side, and we're trying to hoof long balls up to him. What's he going to do? But even inspired, that was still another crap performance from him. Gallagher, best of a bad bunch, still wasn't good. Felix came on, did nothing, but again, you're spamming balls into the box. Like, what is he going to do either? There needed to be a focal point. There wasn't one.
What about Reece James?
Didn't really see too much from him either when he came on. He's not really looked good since he's come back from the injury. Everything here is just dead. Players are dead, they're on the beach, and if they're not on the beach, they're going to be on the beach after the next game, and then you're going to see even worse performances than what we're seeing right now. The manager looks clueless. At least he says the right things in the press conference. At least there's one bare positive, but that's it. Everything else looks clueless in terms of league games. Madrid, he had it set up fine. Then he went back to the 4. Why did you go back to it? The attack, impotent. Never scores, will never score. Fair play to Mudryk for at least trying to do something, but that was it. Defence, other than Fofana, and even him and Badiashile was shit for the first goal. Dead. Everything's just dead. And Kepa, he had a good game, but like, we know he's inconsistent. He didn't have a good game the last time. Probably have a bad game the next time. There's no consistency here. So what's there to get behind? There's nothing, because the setup's shit, the manager's not good enough, the players aren't good enough. We've made boneheaded decisions up top, and now we're just here.
Do you think that with how bad everything's getting, the job to managers like Mourinho, Nagelsmann, Enrique is becoming less and less attractive?
For now, I think in the summer it will look a lot better. But I don't blame Nagelsmann, Enrique, whoever for not wanting to come here. We're shit. We have shit fixtures coming up. He's not going to have any time to embed his system. What's the point? Why would you come here just to lose a couple games and for everyone to say you're another bummy manager? Exactly. What's the point? You might as well just wait.
Hang it out till the summer.
Wait till the summer and then whatever, innit? But you got to at least set up to try and get something. Get one thing, like a point, 3 points. At the very least, we got a goal today, but if that's the only positive we're looking at, we're really in the fucking trenches. We're at the point now where Mudryk is our highest assister in the league with 2 assists. That's how fucking low we've got this season. That's why I don't know what to tell you at this point. We've been here all season talking about the same shit week in and week out. Something improves, goes back to being shit the week after. Then something else improves, goes back to being shit the week after. We go round and round in circles. We just don't win. We're fucking terrible. What's the point? What's the point of, like, any of us even bothering to turn up? I'm just here for the vibes. That and the vlog, like we already went through in the last fan cam. That's it. There's nothing else to be here for. More of my mates again are saying like they're not bothering to turn up for the rest of the season. I don't blame them. Why are you putting money towards this crap? None of us want to, but we're here because we have some sick humiliation fetish and we want to come back and watch some more Chelsea. It's just crap. Crap every single week. And then we're going to go to Madrid, we're going to lose that. We're going to go to Brentford, we're going to lose that. Then we've got Arsenal away. I want to pretend we can do something there. We're going to get battered. City, United, probably going to get battered. Even Bournemouth just scored twice at Tottenham. We couldn't even fucking do that. Probably lose that. 3 times. There you go. When have we even scored 3 goals? The last 7-8 games? That long? Then what? Then Man City, then Newcastle. Why would the manager want to come in with that run? To get what? 2 points? Just have more blame on their head at the end of it? It's pointless. I don't blame them. No one should be trying to shackle themselves to this shit show. Lampard only took it because he failed at Everton, and this is a good opportunity for him to at least build up some positive PR for him. And even that ain't working. We're just, I don't know, toxic. Top to bottom, this club's just toxic. So I don't blame nobody for touching it. I barely even want to touch it. That's why I skipped the last 2 games.